Get started trading cryptocurrencies today with Coinbase, and you both get $10 in free crypto. Link down below. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Crypto Kings. My name is Matt, and it's a pleasure to have you guys back on the channel today. And I have an awesome announcement today from Elon Musk, which is going to greatly impact the future of crypto and, of course, the future of Shiba Inu. So if you guys are excited, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Let's get right into the video, folks. So every time Elon tweets, as you guys know, he has a massive impact on the crypto market. I mean, he almost triggered an entire crash a little while ago, about, I'd say, within a week ago. Now, the issue is, this is one man who obviously has a decent knowledge of crypto, but is not a blockchain developer, definitely doesn't have the knowledge of cryptocurrency, but more than anything, probably shouldn't be valued this much. And it's not anything against Elon, it's just having one person's sentiments being treated as gospel by a community like this probably isn't the best idea. But regardless, he does have a lot of impact on the crypto community, and it seems that he does actually care about the future of cryptocurrency and obviously the idea of it being widely adopted by all of society. Recently, the Wyoming governor actually came out and said that they had, they were, holding the line on some crypto, so that is awesome. So Elon recently tweeted, which I'm going to show you guys here in a second, about cryptocurrency that I definitely think will have a positive effect on Shib and on Doge and all of that. And people ask me in the comments, they'll say, oh, well, what does this have to do with Shib? Actually, a lot does, because whenever Doge goes up, Shib does. It's just a fact. When a dog meme coin goes up, the other dog meme coin, which is strongly related to it, is probably also going to go up. That's just a fact. And when Bitcoin and Ethereum go up, Shiba Inu, here being an ERC-20 token, also sort of follows. That's just a fact. So if you care about Shiba Inu, you probably do want Doge to do well. You probably do want Ethereum to do well, and you want Elon to be sending out positive tweets. So with that being said, let's take a look at what the man said. So as you guys can see here, he talked a little bit about North American Bitcoin miners. He says they are committed to publishing current and planned renewable usage and ask miners to do so, potentially promising. So this is awesome. Basically, he just talked to some people who mine Bitcoin, and the goal is to make it more renewable, with more renewable energy, all of that. This is something that that he's been talking about for a long time. Obviously, this is pretty important to him, and I definitely believe this is a good announcement. If you guys go ahead and take a look at the current price of Bitcoin, you guys will see he is probably the catalyst that helps push this above 40,000. Again, you guys can see here, Elon tweet, boom, moves it by 1,000. Absolutely fantastic. And again, the news and the hype coming out from his Twitter over the next several hours here, I would say will also probably contribute to that level of excitement from the market in general, good market sentiment. So really looking forward to that, man. Again, him moving it by 1,000, that's pretty big. For one man, that's a pretty big deal. So that is always cool to see. The next tweet, which he said, is about Dogecoin. He says, if you'd like to help Doge, develop Doge, please submit ideas on GitHub and Reddit. So he pumps the Dogecoin Reddit here, which is already doing very well. And he responds saying, someone suggested changing Dogecoin fees based on phases of the moon, which is pretty awesome, haha. So all around, man, that is really, really cool. Again, this is all he has said at the moment. I'm sure he'll probably tweet more over the next few hours here, but I think that is just so cool that, this tweet was able to sort of push Dogecoin up. Again, you guys could see, a few new nice green candles here being charted. So it looks like he pushed Doge up about 4 cents, which is fantastic, man. Again, love to see this. And the question is now, when will Doge reestablish support? Is it going to be at 35? That's going to be tough because there's no, precedent to really make 35 a good goal. But again, it's been moving up, all throughout the day, really. You guys can see here, the entire day, really, after this terrible dip down to 24, 25, you guys can see it just rockets up. It's a really nice, consistent rise. Again, everything you love to see. Again, you guys can see it here. This trend line is just looking absolutely wonderful. So even if this little Elon pump from Twitter ends up being artificial, it definitely seems to be holding itself at a nice, rapid, pace of growth regardless. So even if Elon's hype here doesn't really last, that's great to see. Now, in regards to the Shib graph, again, same type of thing. You guys can see, boom, Elon tweet, shoots it all the way up almost at one point here. Oh my God, over 12 at one point, which is absolutely wonderful. Again, we love to see over 12. That is fantastic. So he was able to bring it up there. Again, now it is challenging the support line here at around 10.5, but But the question is, where does this stop? Well, if we take a look at where it was, obviously at its lowest, or one of its lowest here, you guys could see around 6.9 over the past 48 hours. So it stays there at 6.9, and similarly to Doge, again, like I said, man, they move kind of together. I hate to break it to you. I know, Shiba Inu's the Doge killer, but let's be honest, they both do kind of move together. So you guys could see, here it is, decent line here, building a really strong line over the past few hours here again. Then Elon tweet, boom, sends it up, skyrocketing even more, and now, of course, it's going to wind down a little bit after his tweet. But again, we have a lot of clearance here. This is how much clearance, roughly, this is how much clearance we have. So we have roughly all of this clearance here for Elon's hype to die down. And in this clearance, we will be, sort of figuring out where it's going to reestablish support at. Like I said, man, as long really as it stays above 10, we'll be doing fantastic. So the real goal, the ultimate goal here is to watch it stay above 10, which, of course, is this line here, man. If it could stay above this 10 line, that would be wonderful. But if not, don't worry, because on the trajectory it was going at, it really, for a conservative estimate, would be looking to hold support at around 9. So we have a lot of clearance. Like I said, man, again, this was just the icing on the cake. This Elon tweet was the icing on the cake, and I really do think this helped propel SHIB to maintain itself, again, at a higher line of support, because a lot of it is market sentiment, and like I've talked about in previous videos, people love zeros, they love fives, and they love tens. Simple as that. Any cryptocurrency, if Bitcoin tomorrow hit 50K, it would fight a little bit of resistance, and the ultimate goal would be to watch it reestablish support at 50K. If it hit 100K tomorrow, same type of thing. You would see it hit 100, boom, it would crash probably down to 97, then you'd wait for it and say, hey, is it going to finally establish support, above 100K, it's finally entering, 6 figures, yada, yada. That's the way people work with crypto and stocks. It's just, people love 10s and 5s. It's simple. It's just simple psychology. So the goal here, again, with SHIB is to watch it maintain itself here above 10, to watch it stay in an extra digit. You want to see that extra digit. Again, it's always a nice feeling, and it brings us one step closer, man, to being back to where it was. Again, I know a lot of people bought up here. It's unfortunate, but if it's able to hold itself above 10, I would say that where most people ended up buying Shiba Inu, it's roughly 3.5 times down from where it was, as opposed to 7 times down or 8 times down from where it was. Again, at certain points here, man, this was just absolutely awful. These dips, absolutely terrible. Again, like I said, man, I really have been worried at these dips. So again, the goal is to never see it happen again. We don't want that to really happen again here for the foreseeable future. This line was strong. It was looking good. And a great way to notice this and a great way to look at these lines is to tell how much fighting is going on at these particular moments. So again, you guys could see every time, if we get a little bit closer, let's get a little bit closer. Every time it attempts to get below 7.8, 7.7, every time it attempts to get below there, it instantly rockets back up. So we have this one here, of course. We have this one here down to like 7.82. Again, same thing here, 7.74. And every time it just charts more candles back up. And that's what you want to see. You don't want to watch it tank and then linger where it's tanking. That's a horrible idea. And again, the longer that stays there, the more people get scared and the lower market sentiment gets. And thankfully, we haven't really seen that for all that long here. But like I said, man, it does get stressful when you watch it, in something like this where, it's at like 6.5, 6.9, and it doesn't rocket back up right away. That's scary stuff. Same thing with Bitcoin. Again, when Bitcoin the other day was at like 27 or whatever it was, when it doesn't rocket back up, again, you guys see, what was this low here? 31? It was even lower at one point, wasn't it here? It's the lowest it got. 31? Okay, I thought it was actually lower than that. 31. Again, had this gotten below 30, people would have gotten scared and said, oh my goodness, let me take what little I have. Let me save myself and get out of here. So once you get that extreme fear going, it's very, very hard to restore confidence in it. So thankfully, it didn't get low enough. It did not reach that point, to see that type of crash. So that's what we don't want with SHIB. Again, we don't want SHIB to ever get to that point where it's seeing that type of extreme lows where, it's not salvageable. People want to just run and take their money and get out of there. And thankfully, again, being up, 31% on the day, that is absolutely freaking wonderful, like I've said. And thankfully, it never got to that point where, people were just getting absolutely terrified and collecting their losses. So hopefully it'll never get to that point again. And I'm really looking forward to the future, man, watching what happens here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel for more Shiba Inu videos coming out every single day. Make sure to join my Discord, link down below in the description. See you guys on the next one. Peace.